Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Something. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we've got all kinds of exciting stories from 5 freebies. United Plugins just dropped a banger, and it looks like we've got some deals for you guys today. But our top story today comes from Native Instruments. Native Instruments has allowed me to give 15% off to all the subscribers of the channel or anybody who uses the code HTK15. So what you have to do is, well, first and foremost, it's only good for Native Instruments stuff. So when you come to the page, it's not good for Isotope stuff. It's not going to be good for these other companies that they have there. It's only good for the software. But in order to use the coupon, it's really easy. All you got to do is come in here, pick whatever it is that you want. Let's just say buy now for this Ruby Electric, add to cart. And then once you get to cart, the only thing that you're going to have to worry about is entering in the code. So bam, if you enter in the code HTK15, and then you hit redeem, blah, it'll give you the 15% off. So it's $22 off there. So I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to go for. I believe it's for a couple of weeks, but again, HTK15 will get you 15% off at Native Instruments. And our second story today, this one comes from Minimal Audio. It looks like they are handing out a freebie for us called Format. It's a format shift shaper, but it also has a tilt EQ on it. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, we take a look here at Format. It just has an XY axis. As you see, you go up and down, it will shift the sound for you. And then if you go left to right, it's like a tilt EQ for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play the beginning of this little track that I was working on for this, and then I'll let you hear what the format sounds like on a few different instruments and on some vocals. So let's go. All right, so that was a little demo beat I cooked up to use for today's demonstration. Let me go ahead and I'm just gonna copy this pattern right here real quick, and then here, and then we're just going to highlight this section real quick. All right, so let's get back over here and let's check out this format just on this Bloom Vocal Aether. So this is what the vocal sounded like initially. All right, so now once I add this format on there, it's gonna sound like this. So basically I use the EQ on this, which is a nice tool because once you start messing with like format shifting and stuff like that, a lot of times you are gonna have to, if you're going up octaves, you're gonna have to EQ some of the high end frequencies. If you're going down you're gonna have to cut out some of those lower frequencies. So this is pretty dope. But let's just move this around and see the different sounds we get. And I like how they got the dry wet knob down here too. This is a pretty solid tool. But you can also use this on other instruments too as well. So I have it here on this right here. This sound right here. Now, once I turn the format on, do you hear the extraness that it's adding into the background? So just again, listen. dry, and then wet. It's like that high-pitched sound, it's like it's stressing that out. So that's kind of dope. But let's listen to this, what it sounds like when we start shifting it around. So this thing is pretty cool. It's a pretty solid little format shifter. I would definitely recommend grabbing this one. Again, it is free, so it is no cost to you. And up next, I've got another freebie for you guys today. So as many of you guys know, Ozone 12 came out last week. So now they're offering Ozone 12 EQ for free in the complete start bundle. So all you gotta do is go grab that complete start bundle. Comes with a bunch of other tools in there as well, but you will get this EQ. So when you open up Ozone 12 EQ, it is going to look like this. I mean, it's an EQ, but it's a cool EQ because it's got this Delta feature, which allows you to hear only what the EQ is doing. Then you have your controls right here over all of your bells or your shelves or whatever nodes that you want to add. You've got the choice between analog or digital processing, so it's emulating analog or digital. Then you have right here, you have your mid side, your left, right, and then you have your transient sustain. So here you can actually control the sustain of the sound, which is pretty solid. And then you can link those together as well. But we're just gonna leave it on stereo for right now. And so with this, this is just what the sound sounded like initially. You guys have already heard it. And then I'll turn the bypass on. So, I mean, obviously it's an EQ, but the things that are nice about this EQ are going to be the mid-side processing along with the transient sustain and then the delta, so you can hear only what the EQ is doing. So that's pretty cool. You could hear exactly what the EQ is doing. I've talked about this EQ before in the past. It was just a previous version. There's plenty of content out there on Ozone's EQs if you need a tutorial. All right, guys, up next, I've got a plugin from United Plugins. This one's called Phantomix. When you look at Phantomix, it's going to look like this. We'll take a look at it here in just a second. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just going to kind of read this. In a world where every sonic nuance matters, why let anything go to waste? Phantomix redefines audio processing by embracing the philosophy that nothing should be discarded or transformed. Our revolutionary approach takes what conventional compressors strip away, the subtle dynamics, the vibrant transients, and masterfully recycles these elements, feeding them into a powerful suite of effects to craft something truly extraordinary. So it's like a multi-effect compressor. This I ain't never heard nothing like that before. When you open it up, though, this thing is going to look like this. So I've only been using this briefly. I'm not even going to really be able to go too deep into this for you guys. But there is a 15-day sample on this. It's currently $22 at United Plugins, but you can also get it for $19 at Plugin Boutique, and you'll get a freebie at Plugin Boutique too. So just want to let you guys know that. But with this thing, so as you see here, you've got a lot. You've got different modules here. You've got different folders. You know, you can just click on it to turn everything on. But you've got a compressor, you got a transient shaper, you've got a limiter, delay, modulation, reverb, bandpass, EQ, a saturator, and then your folder right here. And then over here with these knobs, so this is going to be like a knob that controls everything. So the more you turn the threshold up, it's turning up the compression and everything that it's doing and all this stuff. I don't even really know how to explain this that great, but I'll let you guys kind of hear. I got like I didn't do a full beat on this, but I do have a little loop that I'll let you guys listen to real quick. All right. So that was a little demo loop that I put together for you guys. Let's hop back into this Phantomix. Do they have a bypass button? All right, well, this is what the piano sounded like before I threw Phantomix on there. All right, and so now once I throw the Phantomix on there, I get it to sound like this. All right, so there's a bunch of presets in here for different things and what you want to do. So, you know, you got piano, you got different stuff. Let's just hear some of these different presets real quick. All right, so now once I start messing with this threshold and this ratio knob, it's gonna change the way that everything sounds. All right, so I used it on a few extra instruments too as well. So we used it on this guitar right here. This guitar sounded like this initially. All right, so then once I threw the Phantomix on this, it sounds like this. So again, you can do a bunch of stuff with this. You've got different presets here. All right, and then I used it on some more guitars over here. I used it on these drums too. So on these drums, the drums sound like this before I put the Phantomix on there. And now it sounds like. So that sounds good. And then the last thing I used it on was just guitar right here. So this is a pretty solid little plugin. I'd recommend trying it out because I got a 15-day free trial. You know what I'm saying? You can see if it's something that you like and then grab it wherever you want to. Up next, I've got the third freebie for you guys today. This one comes from Karanye Sounds. They are currently giving away Vapor Dimensions for free. All you got to do is sign up for their mailing list or whatnot. So as we see here, Karanye Sounds Vapor Dimensions modulation plugin is free for a limited time. So this just basically has a bunch of different effects in there, like chorus, slap delays, and stuff like that. I've actually went to go get it because I don't have it on my MacBook, and that's the computer I'm doing today's video on. I do have it on my PC. I've actually done a full review on this, and I've talked about this before in the past, but I'll let you guys kind of get a quick demo of what this thing sounds like. So I tried to download it, but I think their servers are too busy, so I hasn't gotten to my mailbox yet. So, but I did want to show you guys this video though. So in this video, this is kind of what it's going to sound like. So then after I threw Vapor Dimensions on there, I got that same guitar to sound like this. So it's got that little guitar chorus right there. There's another sound. I'll let you guys hear it real quick. But you guys can come watch this whole video if you want to. I used 3 different instances of Vapor Dimensions as well, but the vocals sounded like this.
Ever since I met you, you make me feel good. Ever since I met you, da-dee-da-dee-da-da.
All right, so some dry vocals, but once I threw Vapor Dimensions on there, I got it to sound like this.
Ever since I met you, you make me feel good. Ever since I met you, da-dee-da-dee-da-da.
So this is a solid multi-effect plugin. Like I said, it's got like 13, 14 different effects in there. So it's definitely something worth checking out, especially for free. All right, guys, up next, it's one that's been a big freebie, I guess, this week. Everybody's interested in this VMPC 2000 XL. So here it is right here. I did download it, but I did not get to mess with it. So basically, this is a juice version of the Akai 2000 XL. Very solid, you know what I'm saying? Very, very solid drum machine, or you know what I'm saying? Very, very solid production center, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are like, why would I get this when there's new MPC software out there and stuff like that? Well, if you're old school and you had an MPC 2000 and you like the workflow but don't have one anymore, well, bam, now you have one. If you just want to try something different, something with a different workflow, boom, you can try this out and use this. You can see why people fell in love with the MPC and so on and so forth. You know, it's out there if you're interested. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to big it up because I have not used it, but it is definitely out there if you guys are interested. And the fifth freebie that I have for you guys today, this one comes from WitchPig and it's called Star Scraper. When you open up Star Scraper, I don't know, because it wouldn't open up on my MacBook. I told y'all every single time I have an issue with something that looked good, I'm going to make sure I show y'all. So as you see here, my MacBook will not let me open this up. It doesn't matter how many times I hit this. I reset my computer. I've done everything I can do to try to get this, but it just won't let me. It will not let me open this up. So I'm assuming that if you have a PC, it'll work though, because all WitchPig stuff works on the PC. But it does sound kind of cool. So let's listen to this on, what was I listening to it on? On these drums and this percussion real quick. Because this is like a reverse delay pitch shifting plugin. I mean, it sounds pretty decent. Again, I was going to try it, but I could not try it. All right, guys. And up next, I've got some deals for you guys today. So there are some pretty solid deals out there. I just wanted to make sure I cover those today too as well. So the first deal that I have for you guys today comes from Plugin Boutique. They're offering USynth Core for only $5. So again, you're going to get a freebie when you buy anything from Plugin Boutique this month. Let's see what you get. You get Relayer for free. So from UVI, which is a pretty solid plugin. So something to think about. Another deal that they have is Sample Tank 4 for $19.99. So with Sample Tank, you get over 100 gigabytes of samples. You just get a lot of stuff with this. I mean, obviously you're gonna get like, I think it's like 5,000, 6,000 presets or something in this, but it's everything that you need from like bass, brass, chromatic, drums. You got pianos, strings, bass, leads, synth pads, all that stuff is in here. So it's just, if you don't have any good sounds, that's a good place to start for $19. I got this platinum bundle right here from Waves that's on sale for $99. I think this normally retails for like $300 or $250. So with the platinum bundle, you are going to get a whole bunch of stuff in here. You're going to get all these plugins, come in here. So all these are different plugins that come in that bundle. 67 plugins altogether. One thing that I must note though, is that anytime you buy Waves plugins, every time that they upgrade, you have to pay for an upgrade. So just know you're going to have to pay for an upgrade price on this platinum bundle if you get like a new MacBook a couple years from now or whatever the case is. Just want to make sure y'all know that. The next deal I got for you guys is Falcon is on sale for half off. Falcon's definitely one of my top 5 favorite synthesizers, probably top 3, and it ain't 3. So I really like Falcon. I like this a lot. So $149 for this deal is killer deal. The next deal I got is the Cube. Y'all know I love the Cube. Another one of my favorite synthesizers. I just got a new synthesizer recently, so I might have knocked the Cube to 6, but we'll see when we do this new update list. But this is fire because it's got the XY axis that allows for you to go from 8 different sounds. And it just morphs and creates crazy sounds. There's a lot of cool expansion packs for this done by like Venus Theory and Ben Jordan and so on and so forth. Just good synthesizer. And that's the last deal I have for you guys. I just have this Phantomix here too, or the Phantomix here for $19. But I mean, that's what I got for you guys in today's video. That format is fire. I recommend grabbing that. Vapor Dimensions is fire. I recommend grabbing that. And that Ozone 12 EQ, if you don't have that, grab that. If you want anything from Native Instruments, I got you on the HTK 15 for 15% off. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always. Signing off as your anchor man. Something. Hit the keys. Until next time. Peace.
Some, hit the key.